As someone that started their Cosmere journey with the Stormlight Archive, I had pretty high expectations for Mistborn, but holy shit. Coming in at 547 pages, Mistborn might seem daunting at first, but it's actually incredibly well written and paced, making it super easy to read. I would actually recommend this book for a lot of people that are trying to get into the fantasy genre and are looking for a good gateway book to get into it. A big reason that I really like sci-fi and fantasy books is how they tie in real-world issues. They do it in such a way that makes it seem believable, but also gives hope that these problems can be solved in the future. This book does a really good job of showing how the high class treats the lower class and how much the lower class will actually endure and suffer until they do end up rebelling. It's such a good story, especially for the world that we live in today. This isn't really a spoiler because it's explained in the beginning of the book, but in this world, the bad guy won. So you're seeing a society where one person has been in charge for the last 1,000 years, and everyone's just afraid to confront them. Nobody wants to overthrow him because he's almost seemed as this omnipotent, godly being. A lot of people don't even try because they don't see that he can even be killed in their eyes. This book does such a good job of just grabbing your attention from the beginning and really throwing you into this world of allomancy. There's so many questions that it just kind of throws out there that you really want to know the answers to, and really kind of makes you want to continue reading as fast as possible. Speaking of allomancy, this is one of the coolest power systems that I've ever read about. It's so intricate and just gives you so many different possibilities for what can happen in the future. Pretty much, the Mistings and Mistborn in these series can ingest certain metals, and depending on the metal that you ingest, will give you a certain type of power. So that could be super strength, super speed, enhanced eyesight, hearing, even the ability to soothe people's emotions. So you could persuade somebody to do something for you that they wouldn't have done in the past. Just a really cool and intriguing system. I'm honestly super excited to continue reading this just to see where this power system grows and really all the possibilities that come with it, especially knowing the Stormlight Archive and what came with that power system. The world building, though not as detailed and expansive as Stormlight, is still so creative in this Mistborn universe. Sanderson introduces these creatures and beings, if you can call them that, into this world that really make this world unique in its own way. On top of that, there's this constant ashfall that's falling from the sky and very little rainfall in this world. The people kind of dress accordingly and also have to live their daily lives around that fact, making it a little bit different than what you would expect from our normal everyday weather here on Earth. Also, at nighttime, everyone locks themselves in, shuts their doors, windows because of this ominous mist that takes over the streets. Pretty much clouds everything, making it impossible to know where you're walking, and really makes the city feel like a completely different place at nighttime. It's kind of like a common knowledge and rumor around the ska population, which are the peasants in this book, that if you were to leave your house when it is nighttime and go into the mist, it's pretty much a death sentence. The characters in this book are a little hit or miss for me, to be honest. Some characters really take the spotlight and shine, but others just fall flat and are kind of forgettable, to be honest. I think that obviously with the Stormlight Archive, you have so many more pages to kind of get into these side characters, their motivations, and what really pushes the decisions that they make. With this book, I feel like we didn't get to spend that much time with a lot of these other side characters. I wish we did have that time just to kind of build up that lore and make it feel like I just cared more about them in general. That being said, there is great character growth from the main cast in this story, and definitely a couple of side characters that ended up being my favorites. Mistborn is a great introduction into the fantasy genre while mixing in this intricate and complex power system that can give endless possibilities. Some characters do fall flat and can be forgettable, but that shouldn't deter you from the story because of how amazing the world building and storytelling are. I give Mistborn a 9.5 out of 10.